my bright idea, which I've already paid for, so it's going to have to happen. So hopefully I'll just drive up the forecourt, high bit over there. Look at that. It just looks like factory fresh. The bloke turn up and basically do like some kind of Nazi investigation on you. It came with something weird and dangerous inside.
Oh my god. They just cancelled on the Volvo. The 22nd today?
I have no idea. Come on, Toes. How was it? Feeling refreshed after your week off? Lovely. You haven't seen the new, well not the new, the original lobster claws back on this 911 now. We thought we'd try them back on those. It does look quite smart, to be fair. I think it makes it, I don't know. A lot of people say that looks a lot better, and I can see why. I think it does make it look a bit fresher. We might have a trade deal on that, so that would be good. Let's have a quick look out in the scrapyard. I'll tell you about my new master plan out there. Didn't take him long, did it? Get his Jesus stuff back on. This bad boy. Audi S4. This is a 3 litre V6 turbo. annoying. Someone scratched the bonnet up. I thought that. There is a video coming on this separately, so we'll keep that. There's also a video of this wrapped and dirty Range Rover as well. It's an interesting colour. It looks like the colour that we did the 7 Series in when we spray dipped it. It's like Nardo grey, but it also just looks like primer grey. A lot of people will hate that. But also there's a full video coming on that. Look at that, that's got a very nasty condition going on. So obviously we made some changes. We have kind of changed what we're doing with this yard area. And as this is going out, literally 20 minutes ago, I've posted an advert for a videographer because I'm sacking Toby off. No, we're filming lots more, and the podcasts, and all sorts of other interesting stuff coming up. We need someone else here to edit stuff and make shorts out of our long videos and stuff like that. That means we need someone to put them. Now we've got the office down the farm, but that's not here, so we can't really film. So my bright idea, which I've already paid for, so it's going to have to happen, is I've bought a 20-foot shipping container, and I'm just going to stuff Toby in it, just put a desk in there and be like, work boy. Obviously, like how we converted the one at the farm, I'm going to do the same here. So we'll have a nice little media office at Berrow Motors. So Toby and I, and someone else potentially, depending on whether they're in or out or filming or what's going on, will have somewhere to sit. So let's come out and measure up there. It will basically be from here in there. So I'm hoping they'll either high-ab it over, that's a crane thing on the back of a lorry, that way, or this way. It's only about £2 for a container, delivered, plus VAT. No, £17.50 plus VAT, 2,100 quid. Absolute bargain. And then all we're going to do is get a carpenter in, insulate it, clad it all inside, and air condition it, windows on the end. Maybe we should do that as a little project video. We'll do that as a separate thing, maybe on the Shifting Metal 2.0 channel, because it's not that car related, but it will show you where you'll probably see a lot of videos filmed, because I'm going to make it nice at my end so that it's got a nice background and I can sit there and do some podcasts, or I can do some filming there, and then also I can sit out here out of the way of everyone like bickering with each other in there. I haven't got to hear it. It'd be lovely. So that is the plan. It will cost us some space, but I am trying to go up in value, not necessarily down in quantity, but we can afford to go down in quantity of cars if we're doing higher value stuff. So that is the plan, but we will have to see. Don't know when this thing's going to arrive yet, and then I got to find a carpenter as well. So yeah, random bit of waffle for you. I'm going to have to keep it, I think. It's got a deployable tow bar. What do you think of the colour?
I like it.
I think when the wheels are done and whatever.
I mean, it does look quite like primer now you said that, but...
What colour was it? Oh, it was black. So, you know, it was a nice colour. Was it black or is that? It's like a blacky grey. We shouldn't be showing too much of this. This needs to be saved for a separate video. This could be my new tow motor. Toby can have, well, the other one, you haven't seen that, that's in the video as well. So much going on we can't tell you, that's why we need another editor, so we can edit things quickly and just pump out content until you're sick of it. Excuse the hair, I need to go and get a haircut. I haven't even got any, doesn't look too bad, you know. I actually conditioned it today. Normally I just use a bit of like engine degreaser on there and then pour on like the flakes or whatever it is that you do your hair with, and that's it. But it's actually clean today. Look at that. It's light. Doesn't feel like some congealed mess. So if we're going to have that, we're going to need to have a tidy up out here basically, ready for our media office to arrive. What are your thoughts on the media office, Toby?
It's going to be decent.
It's going to be decent, he said. That's the only problem. We're right next to the jet wash then, and the air lung pump thing. What's it called? Compressor. So that'll be noisy. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. boy over in the car park. Another part exchange beauty. I'll try and do a video on that as well. Although this is probably, don't have much time trying to do all of it. We got tugboat here again as well. I think Mondays is going to be a tugboat day. And then we'll have Bashkim here every day. He's pretty good though, really. The biggest problem he's got is that he bullies Bashkim non-stop, don't you? And he likes to lie on my feet. He comes and sits on the desk like right on my feet. Morning. Jace, you'll know as a local person, have you seen someone who goes around graffitis everywhere? I read this so the aliens unharvest our sun.
Yeah.
It's like everywhere.
I've seen it, I have no idea. Yeah.
I have no idea what it means.
Yeah.
We've now got a post-it note stuck to our lamppost out there with that written on as well. So we've been like tagged by the crazy alien man.
Yeah,
I took a picture so Toby can put it on the screen.
There's a big car park one over there. I mean, it's all along one wall, similar sort of thing. Yeah, there's a few about.
Yeah, there's loads of them. They're everywhere.
But no idea.
What's it meant to mean? Maybe we are missing something. The people in the comments can tell us. I don't know. Good morning, world. Tuesday.
Yeah, just before we get started.
Yeah.
The A-Class, the grey A200 Mercedes, removed from stocking plan. We got a snotty email from.
Oh, have we not done it?
Don't know. That's what I was asking because they basically get sent as like the removal request letter.
Who did?
Octane.
Okay. Oh, it's not going to work. My computer's not connected. One thing I would say about the photos is not like say like that one you got there. Like that's like a better the one where it's that's it. That's like a better crop.
Yeah.
Just because sometimes when it goes on the website and other things, I'm sure I've looked through. We've got a crop
Is it
right
too
up.
narrow?
I think so.
Sometimes, yeah.
It just.
Yeah, I have noticed that. There needs to be a good, kind of.
You've got a mix of them, I guess it doesn't matter, but I think when it goes through on the website, sometimes it will square it up, and then you'll be chopping, you'll be just looking at the centre section of the car.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, yeah, sure, how are we doing? I certainly can be. Yeah, what sort of time do you think? It's not desperate, no, it's not. I should be here all day tomorrow, and take it. Yeah. No worries. No, I guess they'll turn up here and we'll just kind of figure out the best way to get it to where we want it. So there should be a couple of options. Cool. No worries. All right, Tom. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Bye. Shipping container coming tomorrow.
Where are you going to put it?
The Scrapyard. We're going to have a media office out there. So me, Toby, and another videographer that I'm about to hire potentially.
Really?
Can sit out there.
What are you going to do with that?
I'll have probably like a hot desk type thing, so anyone can use it. You can go in there.
Ah, peace.
Huh?
Bit of peace, like quiet if you're with a customer.
Well, yeah, exactly. If you want to do a financing, you can go in there and do it maybe. But probably what we'll do is leave it and maybe have a laptop in there or something and tidy it up a little bit in there. That's the plan. So we've got the container coming. I'll get a carpenter in and we'll do that. And then also that could be, you can go and sit and have your lunch in there if you wanted to be away from customers walking in and looking at you.
Yeah, it's good just to have that.
I'll still end up sitting in there a lot of the time, I expect, because need to be. But
it's not that option.
But if we hire another videographer now, there's nowhere
it's too small
for them to go.
Yeah.
How nice is that? Hi to everyone at Berrow Motors. A big thanks for the YouTube channel. Keep up the good work. Salute à la France, Darren. Very nice. Ah, okay. Yeah. This is a chap, I remember now, this is Darren, D-A-R-I-N, who had messaged me a few times and said he's in France and he was struggling to make payment on Feel Good competitions for the RS5 because it should accept this card, it's a UK card, but for some reason it just wasn't happy that he was in France, I don't think. And I said, if you want, bank transfer me the money and I will process your order. They sent cash. So, and sent us a very nice postcard. from PC Volandry. Thank you, Darren. I will get that processed right now. Luckily, it's quite clear. Can't remember what we discussed earlier on camera, but saying about putting a new office in. It's coming tomorrow. Hopefully, we can just drive it. Well, I did wonder if they could do it from over there, that road, but it is quite far. So hopefully, we'll just drive up the forecourt, high bit over there. Then we can get Chippy in and start making the media sweet. I have to make a video on the media office. Might want to move these cars when it comes round to it. So, yeah. Everyone's slating our fence repairs, but you know, it's still up, still rock solid. Customer wasn't happy with the fact that these had quite like a bluish tint to them. I think that's just how they were, but they were faded. We could have got a set for about 50 quid, but Steph's gone over it with the plastic dip. Look at that. It just looks like factory fresh. So that is cost us £0 versus 60. Bargain. Oh, and the cables are going to stick. Someone pointed out that this, when we bought this, the spec list said, let's turn the music off before we get a copyright strike, and that, the tyres are a little bit cracked as well actually, that it had been spec'd with 20-inch Carrera wheels, but it's now got 19s on, which someone noticed. I didn't notice because, you know, I'm a moron, I don't notice stuff. But having swapped the wheels back over onto the 911, we've now got a set of 20-inch Carrera S wheels. So, whip them off, put them on. Adrian's just gone to go and get some new tyres put on them. This is the tyres that we should have done ages ago. Have you taken them down there already? Or are they back?
They are back.
Oh, they're back. And now he's watching a video tutorial on how you take a wheel off a car.
Or how not.
So we'll be back soon to see how she looks. Join me
I'm
as we
struggling at the moment,
self-audit
I gotta be
our
honest.
stocking facility.
I've had a look through.
I got to say, when we swapped from Close Brothers to V12, and they were like, oh, you've got this self-auditing system, you use your phone, you scan it, you whatever, and to be fair, I've only got to do it once every few months. I was like, that's great, that's so much easier than having the bloke turn up and basically do like some kind of Nazi investigation on you. Like, well, show me the papers! It's still not bad, it's annoying. So basically, I use the stocking facilities to buy stuff from auction. I haven't got to pay with my own money until I've sold it. And then they charge you a fee for doing it. But naturally, they want to know that I'm actually buying the vehicles and I've still got them, I haven't sold them and kept the money for myself and, you know, just run up a load of debt with them and not, you know, they want to be able to come and repossess these cars should I go bankrupt. So, we put on a little RFID tag thingy on the windscreen next to the VIN number, so I can scan that on my phone and it's like bloop, bloop, and then take a picture of it next to the VIN number so they know that that tag corresponds with that car and it is here, and that when they ask me to do an audit next time I can just come and scan it, and that is it done. So let's add a tag. Tap the screen. No, that's not right. I've done that. Scanned. Now take a photo like that. It's upside down, but make the day interesting, won't it, when someone's coming to verify that? They'll have to. Right, I've done that. Oh, I've got to scan it again. Scanned. Verify. 1 of 10 cars done. Let's go. So the green ones are the ones that are already on the system and they've got a tag, and these are all ones that haven't. So the Swift Booster Jet has got a tag. The Range Rover Evoque white one has got a tag. The M3 has got a tag, but all these ones haven't, including the Hot Wheels What's It. So let's do that one next. This is right here. I think they've changed the app, you know. You used to have to like press a button to scan it, press a button to open the camera thing, press a button to, it seems to just do it all in a sequence now, which is quite nice. Done. That's real time, done. I don't know why I'm moaning really, but you know me. Done. All yours. Here's one I did earlier, the M3. An additional photo of this vehicle and FC is, oh, they want another picture of it. The Swift, then we've got a Golf, an A4, the A4's down there, the Range Rover's down there. Oh, that's that black thing that we had to do a bit of work on.
I don't know what it's about.
Cubic cars, you know, I mentioned him in the video. So he said to give him a call back, did he?
Yeah.
So that'll be Rob from Cubic Cars on the phone, probably because we talked about him and his business. It's a very fancy showroom and very nice cars that he sells on the Car Dealer Chat podcast that we're now doing weekly. Either he's going to say I should never have used his image and stuff, which I doubt, or he wants to have a chat. I think he wants to do a bit of YouTube as well, according to our mate Chops. Right, 2 to go. I always like it when there's a little message that comes up when it, because basically you take these pictures and I guess you can write the data to this little thing so it knows what it is. If someone comes along and scans it, it will tell it that it should be this car, etc, etc. And when it doesn't write the data to it, it's like, beware that filling out a tag is a legal process and you may get sent to prison and bummed if you do it wrong. Right, we're done. Didn't really take all that long, did it? Sorted. Audit done. But then I have to say, when they come round, maybe, I don't know, maybe you've got to do this every month, I can't remember. And every once in a while they send round the inspector man. And then it really is a, you know, it's like a tax investigation. Show me the invoices for when you sold that car. It's understandable. Spaces are on the 911. Too big, are they?
Yeah.
What, too wide?
Too wide.
Ah, okay.
Up against the strut.
So they look too wide on the body or not?
Get the old time building.
Yeah.
Pick up the every wheels. Fine.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if you have the spacers on there,
Spaces would be bloody expensive as well on this. Yeah.
I mean, you probably get away with some VW ones.
Where's the front one, eh?
the front one's
What front wheel line?
what on the back.
Yeah, I suppose so. Because then you can see how far out you see, can't you? You see how far, if you see how
Well, we'll have
Well,
to just
that's
take the spacers off the other one because
So that's
you never
the
want
original-
spaces on the other car with the original wheels, do you?
That's
the
the,
space doesn't matter.
Huh?
Why did you leave the space on it?
Well, I thought they needed to stay on there, so I thought I'd keep them on there. But they fit quite nicely, and obviously the bolts, they fit. Because obviously the spacers, everything just do.
yeah, so that's,
Hello, Joe.
How you doing? You alright?
I'm alright, thanks, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Good, good. And it was just a really quick call. You've mentioned it twice now, mate, on YouTube, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're most welcome. You got a very nice setup, so
Thanks very much.
yeah,
Thanks
yeah. And it's always nice to know that you know, your social media efforts pay off, doesn't it? People know about you.
Exactly. It's worming. Yeah, they know where to find me to bring the warranty claim back. But other than that,
yeah.
just the way it is. But yeah, no, I just wanted to say thanks for that, and I'm loving your content. So really, really appreciate it.
No worries, much appreciated. We'll have to get you to come on our dealer chat at some point.
I'd love to do that, and I was going to suggest it if you want this. Obviously, it works well for me as well. But you know, if you want me there to talk, because this showroom, everyone talks about how expensive it was and spent a load of money and all that sort of stuff. But a lot of it's been done on a shoestring, mate, and I'm more than happy to share it.
No worries. All right. Well, are you free next Thursday about 9?
Could be, yeah. What, 9 in the morning, 9 in the evening?
In the morning, mate. Come on, I'm in bed by 9.
God, for that, fucking hell. Yeah, I can do that, mate. Spot on.
All right. Nice one. All right, mate. Nice to speak to you.
Right. Yeah, you too. Cheers for all that. Catch you in a bit.
Cheers, bud. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Joe. Thanks.
We should go and visit him. Drive his Ferraris and things. Need to have a good tidy up out here. Good job Macaulay got rid of a load of stuff, but we've still got a load of rubbish out here. Oh, that's container area cleared. We just need to... I think we want to move cars off this side so we can swing his truck in here and then... How are we doing? You alright? I was just wondering if you had an idea of what sort of time you were coming tomorrow. Just so I can... That's alright, I just think trying to plan around, that's all. Alright, no worries, mate. Cheers. Bye. That's always awkward, isn't it, when you get someone... you think they said one thing and they said something else. So you're both waiting for each... What did he say? I was like, oh, it's Joe from Berrow Motors, and I think he said... I thought he said something like, oh, as if to be like, oh, and I'm going to say I forgot you. He didn't, he was like, oh yeah. And we're both just doing nothing. Some kind of like seagull fight going on. I think what we need here is a couple of trailers, one for tyres, one for metal, so we can, rather than having a pile of metal, we'll have a trailer that gets filled up and we just take it to the scrapyard. And same with tyres. We can take them down the farm or whatever. Look at the size of those bad boys. For OG fans of the channel, these are the tyres that were the ones that we said we'd replace on the back of the Porsche 911, and you know, part of what caused all the problems. Look at them. I mean, that was what the big problem was, and everyone's like, well, the car didn't go out right, did it? Like, shut up. Big space now. You could fit a lorry in there. That, funnily enough, that is the plan. I'm hoping. Not that he's got back to me to tell me when it'll be. So it's a good job we do it. This is why you don't put jobs off. So the jobs you want to do the least, you need to do the first. It's one of my life mottos. Then, rather than him turning up at 8:30 tomorrow and being here when I arrive at 9:30, I won't be stressing about moving cars and whatever. It would just be ready for him to roll in, drop off, and be done. But it probably won't come till 5. Right, car dealers, lend me your ear for a minute. Or whether you're a motorhome dealer or a boat dealer or anything like that, and you're having trouble with your payment provider, whether that be your kind of credit card machine or trying to take payments via bank transfer. As we all know, it can be a pain in the bum. If you follow Chop's Garage on YouTube, he recently, maybe just within the last week, did a video on how his money just got held in limbo and it held up a whole car sale and it was just a complete nightmare. I might have a solution for you. Not too long ago, Anthony from Global Charge reached out to me and said they had a new system that used the customer's own banking security in order to get your payment. And it's perfect for car dealers. In short, you get your own portal online and you can type in there the customer's details, you type in how much money you want them to pay you and what it's for, and it will send the customer a message. They can open that, it takes them to a link and it will take them through their own banking apps. They can use their normal kind of online banking security that they normally would, and they'll pay you directly. So the money comes to you instantly, which is amazing for cash flow. And they also know that they're using their own security and they're using their own banking app. Therefore, they know it's secure. I've got my portal here for Berrow Motors, and I'm just going to do myself a little £1 payment. So I'll put my email in, which, if you ever want to reach out to me, is joe@berrowmotors.co.uk. I put my mobile number in, which Toby is going to blur out, so you don't give me random calls at like 2 in the morning, drunk. We're just going to make it £1. We can select our purpose of payment. We have got a test option here. Payment, deposit of vehicle, and other. Let's do a test. It will ask you for the registration of the car as well, so I can't think of one. I'm going to put in Duncan, my plumber's van. That says transaction link generated. Now I should get a text message. There we are, look. It says Berrow Motors on my phone. Now I can open that link and then you can choose your banking provider, go to your banking app and you'll make your payments. The other great thing about that is that I've got my own phone and Jason's got the work phone here. So as soon as one of the payments go through, we each get a text message. So Jason doesn't have to come and ask me whether we've actually received the money, because he'll instantly get a notification that money's in the bank, deal's done, customer can take the car, all sorted. There we are. We'll blur out everyone else, but Joe Betty has initiated a bank transfer for £1 I have paid myself. Really handy. So whether you're in the car trade already and you rely solely on doing bank transfers, whether you've got a card machine you're not particularly happy with, or whether you're starting out in this and you want to be able to offer a more professional payment solution, then check out Global Charge. We will have put the QR link on the screen for this entire thing, and you'll be able to find the link in the description as well. Highly recommend it. It has made things really streamlined and customers have been really impressed with it. Highly recommended. Morning.
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 Short heap of problems.
That'll be it then. Did she say what type of car it was?
No.
Shorted. Local neighbourhood watch job.
Hello.
Hey, just calling again to see if there's any update on the delivery to Burnham.
Yeah, I'm ever so sorry. I've just chased the haulier. They've been having issues this morning, which is why it's not been delivered yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it should still be with you today.
Okay.
I'll chase them again shortly, alright?
That's alright. Alright, yeah, if you can let me know, that'd be great.
From Bristol, so yeah, there shouldn't be any issue.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you could let me know, that'd be great.
Alright, top man.
Thanks, bye-bye. That'd be great. That'd be great. Has he been conned again? The most conned man in Britain. Seemed genuine. came with something weird and dangerous inside.
How much want to bet this will start? I reckon 50, 50. Land Rover, sorry, Range Rover number 1. Started, it said fault, aircon, HVAC system, something else and something else. Then when I put it into drive, it said electric restricted, electric drive only, and wouldn't go anywhere. So then I turn it off, start it, rev it for a minute, it's perfectly fine. It's only because the battery's bloody flat, ridiculous. What's the better? I'm going to put that a bit closer. A little bit closer. I don't know why we haven't sold that. It's the best one we've had. Right, see this one start. One out of two ain't bad. I need your able assistance to press the button so I don't have to race round. Yeah. Press the go button when I get round. I should just buy a new battery really, but I keep meaning to test it just to make sure.
Have you got one in stock or?
So what size it is, I don't know.
That's what I'm going to ask that. What do you want to do about the engine cover? 'Cause I was having a look yesterday about engine covers for them, but...
I was going to wait till it came back and see if it actually did have one, which one it is and how much it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about £8, aren't they? Something like that, so
I was having a quick look yesterday to see what they were, because when I type it in, it comes up, there are a few different options out there.
Yeah, that's
Is it a 1.6?
Yes.
Yeah. Seems to be that it comes up with EOS and Caddy, but there's two different...
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, two different versions.
If you find one that you think's suitable, I mean, if it's cracked and a bit rubbish...
No, it's not worth it. No,
It's an
then all you
engine
have is a
cover.
rattling engine cover. Yeah.
So, as long as it's functional,
Yeah.
and it's under £100, just
Yeah, not a problem.
Oh my god. They just cancelled on the Volvo.
What? What?
We're running into difficulties selling on this, so we're no longer in a position to go to... Yeah, all right, anyway. I'm going to use a deposit. Oh well, at least we didn't refurbish it. That was a...
Nightmare. Bloody nightmare.
That means I didn't have to hit it. Oh, there's Jason at Berrow. Yeah, that's a shame. No, I understand. I mean, obviously you've got your deposit, and that's kind of stuck. I'm afraid we need that to. Do you know what? If you do get a position, you've got a £200 credit with us. I can't say fairer than that. Yeah, I'll say if you ever need us, we're here. The only annoying thing is it's absolutely not your fault. Well, when I was moving it out to take it off to get the wheels refurbished on Monday morning, I bloody hit the rear corner, so I had to go for paint first. But that's that's just my stupidity. I'm not. Yeah. Oh yes, you can imagine. It always goes down well when you bash, especially when it's sold as well. It's like, oh. Luckily we've got a very good painter, so. It's amazing, isn't it? You'd think it's lovely. I would have it genuinely. I've got a massive great Mercedes that I'm not a fan of at the minute. I like small cars. I like economical, and that I know that one's good. So there's a pretty good chance I'm going to be driving it, and I don't care what colour it is. But do you know? Yeah, that's it. Well, no, that's all right. These things happen. Great, no worries. Always be a pleasure. Thanks, Cressida. Take it easy. Cheers. Bye bye. Oh well, that was the one I was worried about actually, because it's going to be late because I hit it. So had I not bumped it, it'd been ready by now. But at least we saved on getting the wheels refurbished, I suppose. Yeah, because when you trade the car,
Morning. Oh God. Come on. What have we got here? Ah, this is my holy moly stuff. This could be the replacement for Pepsi Max. Someone, I don't know if I already said this, and someone reached out and said that he had a stroke, and they put it down to all the aspartame in Pepsi Max. He was like, yeah, I was drinking quite a lot. Like, I can't remember what he said, like 4 or 6 a day. I'm like, fucking hell, I drink a lot more than that. But this is a healthy alternative. Called Holy. What flavours have we got? Oh, we got like a... Sheesh. Looking forward to trying that. Good morning. Anxious to start my big project today.
Audi A3 Quattro Sport. What the hell is that? 3.2 litre V6, 2004. Guide says 600 quid. Well, I can't find any. Oh, there it is, Sport. Engine size, gearbox, auto. Year from 2004, which is the oldest. Sort by cheapest. Yes, bought it on a forecourt for 1,400 quid. Yeah, £600 probably worth to us. There's the guide prices. Clean 670, average 290. It's got to be worth 500 quid to somebody if it's alright. Automatic 3 litre Audi. Not surprisingly, they're nearly all private sellers because they don't want to give them away. And nobody in the trade wants to buy them, I expect. Including us. But the problem is people that own these cars, they're not sensible. They think they're worth a fortune because it's an Audi Sport and it's got a 3 litre engine. They realise it's 20 years old. Hi there, my name's Jason. I'm phoning from Berrow Motors. I believe you rang about our 911, if I've written your number down correctly. Yeah, good start. What can I do for you? Okay, well, if I take some details, I'll get some figures and I'll call you back again. What's the, let's go with the Boxster first. What's the registration number? Fair enough. It's not been far then. Okay, and I presume it's in good order with service history and what have you? Lovely. That'll do for that one for now. And the Mercedes, the reg? Lovely. And again, reasonably good condition with service history. It's TACK. Lovely. I'm Jason. Nice to talk to you, Ron. Leave with me. I'll call you back shortly. Thanks again. Cheers. Bye. 911. Possibly. Yeah. No, he wants to buy our 911. Well, does so far.
Hello. We need to start our major building project. a bit of a mess out there though, isn't it? It's all going on. I need to get everything shifted around. Clear some spice. Just wait for Duncan, my plumber, to bring back in some service sheets, and then we are free to get cracking.
I had to work out where I got my hand up and through. There was a very select. Found it?
Yeah. Let's try it by hand first then. So have to do a bit more above the parking
There's
sensor.
a little bit
Yeah,
there, isn't there?
might have to put a tool in for that, I think.
I was going to grab a little bit of
Stuff and roll that over it.
I'm happy with that, mate, because I think Jason, it sounds like he's already told the chap that it's got a ding on the back of it. I was kind of hoping I might have got away with doing a bit of a polish, but I know it's crazed at the bottom anyway.
Well, a lot of that will come out.
Yeah.
The white.
I'm just going to try and make it look nicer anyway, just so it's not drawing your attention straight to it, but... You saved me getting in there looking like a lemon trying to do it. Hello mate, how we doing? Fab. Thank you so much. Really, really kind of you. Yeah, I'll be hand polishing action. Really trust myself with a Rover.
Have you got a little...
Yeah, I mean I can get Mark on it, but he's beavering away cleaning cars anyway, so I was just doing this in between jobs.
Got a mop on me if you want me to do it.
That's right. I'll dive in. I need to do something.
Yeah.
Right, so it's Saturday, end of the day. Our RS5 has just finished the raffle, so we're going to shoot down the farm and do the draw for that in a minute. But before we do that, we need to do best car bought, best car sold, biggest headache and biggest win. And then also we didn't do a car of the week last week, which would be this, well, whatever it was. We didn't do one for the last week, so apologies for not having one for last week, but we will do one this week. It's been very busy. So best car sold, I would say, is the 2014 Mercedes C220 Estate that we bought from James at Chops Garage. We've had it for quite a while and just raised no interest. Strangely, we just never seem to do that well with those. So that one's gone, so I'm just glad that it's gone, to be honest. And best car bought is up here. Let's go and have a little look. It's not very exciting. It's an automatic Qashqai. If you've watched any of our car dealer podcasts, you'll probably know that we've talked about it before. They are a bit, you know, bit of a dodgy gearbox potentially at sometimes, but it's quite low mileage, about 33,000 miles, I think. What's good about it is that actually my dad's kind of like best mate, old school mate, came in for some figures on it because he thought he might buy it off his neighbour. He decided against it, probably because I said, oh, those gearboxes can be a bit whatever, but just decided against it and then said, but we might buy it. So we bought it from a local chap who's had to give up driving, and we've sold it within days to someone else who was in the market for something like that. In fact, someone that we sold a Mercedes ML to recently, so we're having that back in, and then we can trade that on again because we wouldn't sell that again. It was the one with the Northern Irish plate, as you might remember, I think. I could be wrong, I can't remember. But either way, we'll say that one's the best one bought and sold, really. Then biggest headache and biggest win. What's been our biggest headache this week, Toes? He shrugged at me. He doesn't know what's going on. Just trying to think. We still haven't, despite now having sent in emails to first response, you would have, I think, it's uploading currently the weekly that you would have seen last week, which was something along the lines of like, I'll see you in court, because we're probably going to have to go to court with First Response Finance. They still haven't sent me any paperwork to back this up. I'm slightly concerned the next thing that I'll get from them in a very underhanded way will be a court summons or something, just because I said I'm probably going to have to go legal. They haven't given me an invoice or anything. Awful. So that's still lingering, so that's probably biggest headache. Biggest win is probably the progress we're making on our new media office, and the fact that we need a media office because we're hiring a new editor, because Toby's shit. Toby's very good. So yeah, that'd be it really. Oh, if we'd done best car bought this, that's what we'd normally do for a video, wouldn't we? But there's not much point doing, it's not that there's a point, but it's someone else's car now, so I can't really do that. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say that's the best car bought, but car of the week, you know, like manager's choice, owner's special, because I think it's quite an interesting car. But I know that if we do a video on it on the main channel, it probably won't generate that much interest, and you know, that'll upset me. But I still think it's interesting, and we should do one, is the Booster Jet. The fluorescent, violently dog-sick yellow Suzuki Swift Booster Jet. 1.5, I think it is, possibly turbo. No, I think it's a 1.4 turbo, isn't it? Yeah, 1.4 turbo, only on 25,000 miles. It's just quite cool, so I think we'll clean that up, and by the time this comes out there will be a video of that on the Berrow Motors channel. I will link that in the description below. Yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to the Feel Good Competitions channel, then you will have missed our live draw, but don't worry, because there's another one coming this following Saturday actually for another watch, and we will be uploading new prizes on there as well. And if you also haven't followed the Shifting Metal 2.0 channel, you may have even not known about it, but here I am telling you. That's where we do our weekly podcast now with me, Dave from Car Dealer Pro, and James from the lovely car company. Yeah, some really interesting chats on there, I think. So check those out. Don't forget to subscribe. We are dangerously close to giving away a £2,000 tack oil watch when we hit 75,000 subscribers. Like the video, because it'll really help me out and make me feel important and loved. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching again. We will see you the same time, same place next week, Saturday, 5 o'clock, highlight of your week. Bye-bye.